Alright, so today I want to show you my Cayuga ducks from hatchling all the way to an adult. I took a short little video clip every day, and I actually did a video like this before, but I only brought it out to 3 weeks, and this time I'm going to bring it out all the way to where they're ready to almost, I thought they were going to take off and fly, so I actually had to clip their wings, which is pretty crazy. And I actually have some romaine lettuce today that I'm going to feed all my ducks and birds. So I want to show you kind of the final product before we jump over to where they were just hatching out. As a matter of fact, if you actually watched that first video, it was the first 3 weeks of growth, and I'll put a little timestamp in the comments underneath to where if you actually saw the first video, you can kind of skip ahead and pick up towards the kind of the last half when they kind of age and mature all the way up to where they're kind of getting ready to fly. You can actually hear them down in the background. They know I have the lettuce. It's kind of crazy. So let's go over and feed some of these crazy birds. All right, so I actually keep them in here in the barnyard. And I keep them, as a matter of fact, I was going to run them with my cows in here, and I decided to completely keep them away from my cows and put up this little like a snow fencing in here. And it's been raining and raining. Oh, we got so much rain I couldn't believe it. Everything is like so muddy. And look at all these chickies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me close this fence here. Look at these guys. Yeah, look at, oh my goodness. So these are the Cayugas here, and then I have some pecans over here, and some muskies over here, and then some black Australorps. And some of the chickens are kind of hanging out in the back, and I'm gonna feed them some of the sauce. Take a look at this. This is crazy. Watch this. All right, chickies. Oh. Absolutely love their lettuce. Look at all those birds. Wow. That is an incredible amount of birds. Whew. They can sure make a lot of noise too when they're hungry. Okay, here is my Cayuga duck, day 0, hatching out of the eggs in the incubator. One is out. Looks like I have a few more that are actually going to hatch out. All right, so take a look at this. This is a brand new baby black Cayuga, brand new out of the eggshell, just hatched just now. And I have 6 in the incubator. I'm going to grow them up a little bit and then put them with my other ducks. So cute. So here are my ducks. One of them is 1 day old, the other one's just hatched out. And so far I have 3. Looks like I have 1 more in the incubator. I think, let's see, I think this one is the oldest. Just 1 day old, 24 hours. And I've been really trying to tame him down a lot. This one thinks I'm the mama. He keeps, kind of crying for me and crying for me. Very super cute. Look at these guys. Just 1 day old. 1 day old, and then some of them just hatched out and dried out of the incubator. 3 good looking ducks. This one's still a little wet from the incubator. Check that out. All right, so here's my ducks, 2 days old, and look at how many I have. So matter of fact, I have 3 more in the incubator. They're all slightly different ages. You can definitely tell this one is probably the first one that hatched out. Is a little bit bigger. You can definitely tell on some of these. Maybe it's this one, a little bit bigger. And they are really super cute. Look at these guys. These are Cayuga ducks. Pretty awesome. And it looks like right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 more that have come out. They're still in the incubator, just popped out of the egg. So it looks like we may end up with 9 of them. Look at how cute they are. Super cute. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right, so these are the ducks at 3 days old. I ended up with 9 ducks. That is quite a few ducks. And it's so funny how they all stayed together in one big clump here. All these ducks, they're really super. It's funny, I'd say ducks on average are kind of skittish, but you get them in a group and they all kind of stay in the group. I'm trying to tame them down a little bit so they're not so crazy skittish. I just changed their water, just changed their food. 3 days old. Some of them just hatched out yesterday, so some of them are 3 days old, some of them are just 1 day old. But these are, the oldest ones are 3 days. All right, 4 days old. Check out these guys, how cute they are. I just changed up their water. They are super messy. I can't believe how messy they are. I have to change the water twice a day because they drink it and splash it all. Pretty amazing how dirty they are. They really love that water. Seems like it works pretty good on this, the lid of a container, and then I just put a couple layers of paper towel on top of it, and that seems to help really quite a bit. And these guys are pretty friendly. I've been actually taking them out all at once and kind of holding them a little bit so they're a little bit more friendlier. They are so cute. They're so cute. So here are the ducks, day 5. These things are growing like a rocket. I can't even believe it. They're going through an incredible amount of water too. I can't believe how much water they go through. And today I got a little treat for them. Some greens. Let's see how they like these greens. These are just kind of shredded dandelions and grass from the backyard that I kind of mixed up. See if I can move some over to the greens here. See how they like these. The first time they're actually eating anything besides that pelleted food. They are really cute at this stage. Alright, so these ducks are 6 days old, and let me tell you, they are really messy. They go through that water 3 times a day. I have to change that water because they most of the times they empty it out, and sometimes they just get it really messy. And here is a little treat that I got them. Let's see how they like this. A little greens from the back. Oh my goodness, they're getting used to those greens. Those are dandelions and grass, mostly dandelions mixed in with a little bit of water. They're getting really cute, and they're pretty friendly too. These guys are semi-friendly, seems like a lot friendlier than the chickens. Not bad at all. Alright, so for day number 7, I upgraded these ducks to a stock tank. This is a big 6-foot round stock tank. And the funny thing is, when I put them in here at first, they were afraid of the light. They were all huddled over on the corner over here. And I had to put a piece of cardboard in here to kind of herd them under the heat lamp so they wouldn't get cold at night because they're out here in my garage. And I just gave them a little bit of romaine lettuce. I've been feeding them kind of a pelleted food, it's like an all-flock grower pellet. And then I feed them a little bit of like a romaine lettuce or some chopped up dandelions or grass or whatever I can find. And I put it in a little bit of water, and they absolutely love their greens. They go crazy over it. Alright, so this is day number 8. These guys are getting pretty big. And it got a little cold last night. As a matter of fact, we got a little bit of snow, which is kind of crazy. And look, they're all really friendly. They all come running to me, which is kind of cute. I think they're thinking, hey, where's my lettuce? That's what they're looking for. They go crazy over that lettuce. I just gave them some fresh water. Still have 9. Alright, so day number 9. These chicks are getting pretty big. These little ducks, they go crazy over that lettuce. They're starting to really plow through some lettuce, kind of crazy. Alright, so day number 10 on these ducks, and look at how friendly they are. I've been really taming them down. Super friendly ducks. They'll jump right in my hand. I've been putting them in a little box and just kind of holding them in the other room. And I have a little treat for these ducks on their 10th day. Take a look at that. Alright. All right, so day number 11, I opened up this enclosure so they can actually get around and run around. They kind of are starting to get cramped in that little spot, and they definitely know where the heat lamp is this time. So I'm gonna give them a little snack. Crazy ducks, going crazy over that lettuce. All right, so here's the ducks, 12 days old. They're getting pretty big for just 12 days. Not too bad at all. And I'm gonna feed them some fresh grown lettuce. Take a look at that. All right, 13 days old on these ducks, and it seems like just overnight they've really gotten a lot bigger. Look at how big these guys are. It is pretty amazing, and they're getting really super friendly. They're still a lot friendlier than chickens, I think. And I brought them a little treat. Take a look at this. Here, tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Got one stuck in the back. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There you go. Jump right in. Oh, crazy ducks. All right, 14 days, 2 weeks old. These guys are getting really big. I can't believe how big they are after 2 weeks. Take a look at this. They are really super big. Super friendly too. Take a look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, I have a little treat for them again. Take a look at this. Oh my goodness. They're just diving right in. There's so many of them. They're so big too. That is crazy. All right, 15 days on the ducks, getting pretty big. These ducks, I think I'm gonna put them outside by the end of the week. I bought some fencing, and I want to put them out there. And look at these guys, how friendly they are. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. They know I have some chopped up lettuce for them. That's what they really want, this chopped up lettuce. They go crazy over this lettuce. Look at this, look at that, oh my goodness. They're like going nuts over that chopped up lettuce. Whew. So big, I can't believe how big they are. They're still looking cute though. All right, day 16. Look at these guys. These guys are crazy. They're getting so big. Look at how big they're getting. They're really super big. I can't believe it. They're growing like a rocket. And I do have some greens for them. Take a look at this. These guys go crazy over those greens. Wow. All right, day 17, I actually cleaned out their whole cage here, removed all the bedding, changed it out. It was getting a little bit stinky, but not too bad. I kept adding the pine on top of kind of the old stuff, but the stuff underneath was getting a little bit moldy, so I completely changed it out. These guys are getting really big. And I have some greens for them. Take a look at these crazy guys. Wow. All right, right, day number 18. Look at how big these ducks are getting. This is crazy. I can't believe 18 days ago they were so small. These guys are so crazy. Look at how friendly they are too. Really super friendly. They're like, will eat right out of your hands. Look at that. All right, I got some more greens for them. Take a look at this. Whoa, oh my goodness. They are crazy for that lettuce. All right, day number 19. Look at these guys. Crazy ducks. Look at how big they get. They're getting really big. Really big ducks. 19 days old. Crazy, crazy ducks. All right, here's some greens. Here's some greens. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's one that's flipped over. Crazy ducks. Oh my goodness. All right, 20 days old. Look at these guys. They are so crazy. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. Here we go, here we go. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Crazy ducks. All right, 21 days old, 3 weeks. It's kind of crazy. Look at how big they get. These guys are really getting super big. They're starting to lose that really soft fur, starting to get little pin feathers, and they're getting to the point where they're almost jumping out of this little, it's like a round stock tank that I use for water for my cows. And look at this. Here we go. Here we go. All right, these guys are really getting huge. I can't believe it. I think I'm supposed to actually get some netting today. I was thinking about putting some netting outside, maybe moving them out here pretty soon outside, but kind of makes me nervous with all the predators we have up here in the Rocky Mountains. All right, day 22 on these ducks, and I actually started setting up my fencing outside and got it almost all set up, and I decided to order some staples, some landscaping staples for the bottom of the fence so they wouldn't go underneath the fence, because I definitely don't want these guys near the cows. I think the cows would probably try to eat one. So I got some lettuce for them again today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, day 23, and I don't know if you noticed on some of these ducks, I have a couple that are kind of whacked. Let's see, I have this one right here. Take a look at this one. This one kind of has a weird beak. He's born kind of with a weird kind of a defect right in the beak. I thought that was kind of interesting. It was really severe when he was small. I kind of grew out of it. And then I have another one over here, this one right here, that is more white than I think he should be. Usually they shouldn't be this white. They should be pretty black. And I do have some lettuce for him. Take a look at this. Oh my goodness. All right. So let me tell you, these ducks, I cannot keep up with them in this little round enclosure here. I've been changing out the water over here like every couple hours when they go through. I just cannot keep up, in the food I've been changing multiple times a day. So today I'm gonna definitely move them outside and get them out to where they have a little more room, a lot more room, and some bigger waters, and a lot more room so they can actually won't be so hard to kind of maintain them in here. It's been really difficult trying to handle them in here. So I've been sitting out here with these ducks, just kind of hanging out, sitting on a bale of straw, keeping an eye on them. And I've only been putting them out here outside of this big chicken coop when I'm out here working with the cows or doing stuff out here. If I actually leave this area, I put them back up in this little bear-proof chicken coop because I don't think they're big enough to really even defend themselves against a hawk or something. They're still kind of clueless, just kind of getting used to everything. And they're looking pretty good. I can't wait till they get completely feathered out. They are really beautiful ducks when they get fully feathered out. Pretty awesome. So this is pretty hilarious. This is day 25, and I finally finished my little plastic fence and opened up a bigger area, and I just cannot get them to go out of this little chicken coop. It's like this is their home, and they don't want to go outside. It's almost like they're too scared to go outside, and they're getting so friendly now. They're almost too friendly to actually herd them like you usually herd like a bunch of ducks. Crazy ducks. I can't even believe they're kind of acting really weird like this. All right, day 26. These guys are getting pretty big. Starting to grow on a few of their permanent feathers. All right, so day 27, I think I have some fans because everywhere I go in this barnyard, these ducks follow me around. It's like they don't want to do anything else except follow me around the barnyard. Take a look at this. It's like they're, I don't know what's gotten into them. Everywhere I go, they don't even want to go to their water. They don't want to do anything else. They just want to come and see Papa. Come on. Crazy, crazy ducks. I've never seen anything quite like this. I guess that's what happens when you befriend a bunch of ducks. They follow you around everywhere you go. All right, so this is day 28, and they're starting to get some of their blackish green coloration that they get as an adult. And look at all the little water containers I have. It seems like it's a lot easier with the smaller water containers because I can dump them and then refill them a lot easier than something a lot bigger. All right, day 29. These ducks are still really super scared. Look at that crazy duck. It's funny, they almost like swim in that deeper water and then they scare themselves. It's pretty funny. All right, day number 30. Check out the high security on these ducks. I keep them in here pretty much all the time, unless I'm actually out here working with them. Take a look at these duckies. Come on, boys. Day number 30, and I have a treat. I have a treat for you guys. And the treat I have is right in this box. Look what's in here. Oh my goodness, what could be in here? What's in this box? Look, I have more ducks. Look at that. I actually hatched out some more eggs. And these are about a week and a half behind all the other ducks. And we'll see how they get along. Let's see. Let's see if they'll all merge into one big flock here. Yeah, oh look, oh boy, look at that. They are kind of lost. Look at that, oh my goodness. Let's see how they'll actually merge and interact the two flocks together. This should be really interesting. Hopefully they won't get picked on too much. And the new babies don't know where to go, and everyone else is following them. Oh, that is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. They look like they're getting along. Look like they're merging into one big flock. Not too bad. And we still have some that are slacking. Come on, tick, tick, tick. Here, tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Oh my goodness. These crazy ducks. I can't even call them over. Some of them are really scared. I think they're really scared of this box. I'm gonna move this box. All right, so day 31, I actually had to put those other smaller ducks back in the garage. They started really getting beat up. I think they started getting beat up when I put them all together in this bear-proof chicken coop and put them all together for about, I think it was about 8 hours. And then I came back, and let me tell you, these big ducks were really beating up the small ones pretty bad, so I had to separate them. So I'm hoping that I can actually, I see I got a couple fighting over there in the water, but hopefully I can grow up those smaller ones and get them back out here at some point. All right, day 32, they're definitely getting some of that black-green feather in, and the funny thing is they love to sit up on my lap. Look at that. They're all competing to sit on my lap. Crazy, crazy ducks. These guys are just like little babies. Look at this. They're so, I can't believe how friendly a duck can be. Look at that. That is pretty crazy. This one just wants to climb all up in my lap. That is crazy. And look at how big the beak is. I think this is a male with a big beak. And then the females have a slightly smaller beak, a little bit thinner. And this one, I think this one might be a female. You can definitely tell by the tails curl up on the males. I can't believe how friendly these ducks are getting. That is crazy. All right, it's time for some chopped up greens. These are chopped up dandelions and some hibiscus flowers. They go crazy over those. So I brought these little ducks outside with the bigger ducks, and they were getting beat up really bad. They were like stuck in a corner. Poor little babies. So I actually set them up in half of this little bear-proof chicken coop with their own food and water, and I kind of have the heat lamp on this side. And then the mean ducks, they're all over there. Look at those mean ducks. Those are the ducks that do not get along with these ducks. And it's kind of hard because I only have one spot I can lock them up at night. So for now, I'm gonna separate them. All right, so 35 days old on these ducks, and I've been keeping them out during the day and locking them up at night. I think I'm gonna start keeping them out all the time. And I brought these other 4 little ducks out, and the big ones are kind of picking on them, but there's a lot of spots in here they can hide and kind of run away. It is so funny. I'm trying to mix the flocks again. All right, 36 days. Look, they're starting to get their feathers in, their final feathers. Pretty awesome. And they usually have an iridescent green sheen when they get older. You can kind of see it right now. It's kind of interesting. I mixed these older ducks with the young ducks, and there's definitely a pecking order. They're kind of pushing the young ducks over here in the corner. The young ducks are definitely keeping their distance. It's amazing, these guys are like a week and a half behind the other ones. There's quite a big difference between the growth rate between these and the other ones. Pretty amazing. All right, so for day 37, these guys are doing pretty good. I've been running the big ones with the little ones all day, and they seem to be getting along. And at night, they're all tucked in bed right now. And I keep that lamp on the side with the smaller 4 little ducks and put water and food on each side. So far, it's working pretty good. All right, 38 days on these ducks. These ducks are looking great. All right, 39 days. They're starting to look more and more green. A little bit of iridescent green in their feathers. All right, 40 days. I have all these little water containers, and for some reason these ducks would rather play in a big mud puddle than jump in some clean water. Crazy ducks. All right, 41 days, and here is my famous duck call. Here, I say that, and they all come running. And look, these guys still remember me. Hey, I haven't touched these guys for a while. Look at, they remember how friendly they used to be when they were little tiny ducks. Look at how big their bill is. It's kind of crazy how big they've gotten. That is kind of crazy. It's amazing that you kind of bond with them as a small duck and they remember that their whole life. It's kind of really crazy. Look at these guys. So excited. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, 42 days, looking pretty good. I actually came out this morning and they were all in the duck coop over there. I was kind of freaking out. I was like, where's all my ducks? They're all hiding in the little duck coop. I thought something actually got in here and attacked them. It was a good thing. I did a head count and it looks like I still have all the ducks, thank goodness. All right, 43 days, looking really good. They're starting to get a lot more green, especially some of them really green on the head. Kind of an interesting iridescent color. All right, 44 days. It seems like at this point the big ones are getting along with the little ones. We have some little ones over here that seem to be as part of the flock now, the ones that are about a week and a half behind. It's amazing how fast they grow, and just a little bit of time can have a really big difference. Although they get a little, I don't know if they get chased too much anymore, and then they all scare each other. It's funny. One kind of jumps around. I don't know what they're doing now. I don't know if they're happy or if they're scaring each other or kind of a combination of both. Crazy ducks. All right, 45 days. These guys are getting pretty big. I can't believe it. The bigger they get, the smaller this area gets. Pretty amazing. I was actually going to put some of my chickens and some of my other ducks out here, but I don't know if I can actually fit them in this little area. Pretty amazing. And look at how pretty they're getting with that really bright greenish blue. Pretty amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, day 46. I actually added some of my Muscovy ducks, and they're kind of, they're not sure what to think about them. They're kind of getting freaked out by these new little ducks. Take a look at that. 4 new little ducks, kind of stirring up the whole flock. And so far, there's no real aggression. They're just kind of freaked out by them. I think it's pretty funny. All right, we're on day 47, pretty incredible. And these guys are turning this place into one big mud puddle. It's kind of crazy. I've actually seen some people put down sand and it kind of keeps it from turning into a big mud puddle. They seem to like the mud and the water all together. These guys are great. I don't know what they're afraid of. That's funny. All right, day 48. Now these guys look like they're almost full grown. I don't know how much bigger they'll get than this. It looks like they have their full adult feathers. It's interesting, some of them have almost like a bluish purple sheen to them. Kind of crazy, in addition to a lot of that green, like a green, purple, and blue. Pretty amazing. All right, day 49. They're all lined up. It's pretty funny. Actually, they were all sleeping and I woke them up just a little bit later in the day. I guess it's about noon. It's funny, they all sleep about noon, but they're all looking really super green. And I actually brought in some kind of a gravelly dirt because it was getting super muddy up here, and I needed some gravel up here because everything was just so muddy. They were like knee deep in mud. It was kind of crazy. All right, day 50. Look at these guys. Crazy, crazy ducks. These guys are crazy. Look at these guys. So friendly. Look at how friendly they are. Oh my. Friendly, friendly ducks. Crazy ducks. I could just watch them all day. They're so funny. All right, day 51 on these ducks, these bigger ducks. And look at how green they're getting, super green in the head, kind of crazy. And I'm getting quite a few birds on here. I can't believe how many birds I have. I have the big ducks, and then I have some of the small ducks. The small ducks, like this one, they're like a week and a half behind the bigger ducks. And you can definitely tell they're getting pretty big, getting pretty close. And then I have a whole bunch of others. I can put a couple chickens out here. Look at these tiny little chickens. And I have some of the Muscovies out here. They're all kind of getting along, a little bit of picking on every now and then. They're trying to figure out their pecking order, but it's working pretty good for the most part. All right, so this is day 52 on my big ducks. And this is kind of how I've had them set up in here. With I kind of have a few little chickens over here I've been cooping up at night, and then I have some other ones over here. I've been kind of separating them all so they don't fight at night, so it gives them a little bit of protection, gives them some food and water, and it's kind of temporary until I make sure everybody gets along. But the problem with these ducks is they're getting to the point where they almost can fly. I can see them kind of flapping their wings, and I need to clip their wings, so I think this is pretty much the last day as a juvenile. At this point, I'm just going to clip their wings, and I'm considering them adults at this point. Look at that. They kind of stand up and flap their wings, and they kind of lift off just a little bit. I'm like, oh, it's time to clip their wings for the very first time. Crazy ducks. All right, so this should be interesting. I'm gonna actually try to catch some ducks and clip some wings. We'll see how this goes. These guys, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, these ducks are pretty big. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. All right, I caught one duck. All right. There we go. Now to clip a wing, let's see if we can actually. It actually helps to have two people clipping wings. And usually what I do is I cut the first 5, usually in this line right here. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, you're okay, you're okay. Poor little scared duck. Yeah, I gotta do this to all my ducks, clip all these wings. This should be really interesting. And it definitely helps if you have 2 people, so you're not fighting a duck. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Ooh, they got some sharp claws. Woo. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some feathers. Just like that. And then I'll cut these other feathers. Actually, I had ducks once before, and I didn't cut the feathers, and all my ducks flew away. So this is like the very first wing cutting of my ducks. Alright, and usually you'd only have to do like the first like 5 feathers. The one thing you have to be careful is you don't cut too far into the second feathers. But woo, there we go, 1 duck down. Alright. Wow.